Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal. A preview video has been posted for the week of May 19, 2025. It features Drew Kane and Nina Reeves hosting the 2025 Nurses Ball. However, it is teased that someone would abruptly crash the ceremony. Could it be someone unexpected like Michael Corinthos? Continue reading and let's talk about what's coming up on ABC soap opera. 2025 Nurses Ball. The preview video starts with Drew and Nina announcing the 2025 Nurses Ball. For years, the Nurses Ball was a massive annual event that featured stunning revelations and shocks. Expect mayhem and shocking revelations. For starters, the narrator verifies in the video that someone we'll never believe crashed the ball. Before we get to the big reveal, let's look at some of the other sequences in the preview clip. Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves brawl. For starters, Nina has a crazy crush on Carly Spencer. Nina will erupt when Carly tries to take Willow Corinthos' children away from her. In fact, Nina slaps Carly. The two then fight while rolling around on the couch. Joe's announcement. According to General Hospital spoilers, Giovanni Gio Palmieri expresses a desire to try something new. Lois Cerullo appears to be terrified, but we know the adoption secret will remain hidden for some time. Ned Quartermain looks perplexed, and Lois becomes concerned. While Gio is unaware of something, it may remain a mystery for some time. That is because there are indications that the ball crasher could be Michael. With the narrator teasing that someone will crash the occasion, who else could it be? Drew Kane's fear and panic. Drew's scared expression as an announcement is a dead giveaway that Michael is the surprise Nurses Ball guest. Drew and Willow appear surprised. Drew hiring that nurse to lie to Willow about Michael not wanting to see her. It appears like the truth is about to be out. Plus, with Sonny Corinthos pressing Willow to postpone the court date, it appears that the truth is soon to be revealed. Willow's discovery of Drew's actions could spell the end of the couple's relationship. However, once Drew is gone, Michael and Willow's second love story may begin. That is, until Willow discovers Michael's pregnancy with another woman. The General Hospital spoilers for the week of May 19 to 23 state that Christina Corinthos Davis will confront a terrible twist, while Giovanni Gio Palmieri's secret is about to erupt. It appears that Jason Morgan will also receive some surprising information, so let's talk about what's coming up in Port Charles. First, Nina Reeves will lose her cool when she confronts Carly Spencer about the custody drama. Jocelyn Jacks will arrive after Nina strikes Carly in the face to receive an update on all that has happened in Carly's life. Curtis Ashford will have to make a huge decision later this week after confronting Drew Kane about Portia Robinson's blackmail issue. Fans will also see Sasha Gilmore Corbin freak out when Rick Lansing summons her to court. When Sasha understands Rick wants her to testify at Willow and Michael Corinthos' hearing, she fears the worst. Since Sasha and Jason are attempting to maintain a phony baby daddy farce, she will express her concerns and receive encouragement from him. Next, Lulu Spencer will learn new information about her attempt to prove Gio is Brook, Lynn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri's child. After gathering information with Cody Bell's assistance, Lulu will closely monitor Lois Cerullo. Lulu will see additional indications about Lois' grandmotherly behavior toward Gio, and may be inclined to confront her at some point. On May 20th, the Nurses Ball will kick off with a lively red carpet event presented by Nina and Drew Kane. You can guarantee there'll be some tension and discomfort as Drew and Nina strive to maintain the peace. Of course, it wouldn't be the Nurses Ball if Lucy Coe wasn't dealing with a major issue, so she'll be in for a challenge. Christina will be taken aback when Alexis Davis receives some shocking news. Christina appears to be going to learn that Ava Jerome has been blackmailing Alexis, who is aware that her daughter accidentally cut the brakes on Rick's automobile. Christina's commitment papers will suddenly make a lot more sense to her. While Carly exchanges introductions with Vaughn, Anna Devane will also put a plan into action. Jocelyn will undoubtedly face Carly's grilling if she is spotted having a serious talk with Vaughn somewhere private. Willow and Jocelyn will also have a Nurses Ball showdown during the occasion, so fans should pass the popcorn. Musical star YDE will perform, and there will be another surprise visitor that will undoubtedly excite GH fans later. Before the Nurses Ball ends, there will be a significant revelation that will undoubtedly affect people's lives forever. Thanks to Lulu's investigation, the truth about Gio being Dante and Brook Lynn's son appears to be on the approach of being revealed. Trina Robinson will have reason to be concerned about Kai Taylor. Kai hopes to be discharged in time for the nurses' ball, but if his physicians do not approve, he may check himself out. In any case, Kai will be determined to be there for Trina, but his surgery recuperation appears to be progressing too smoothly. Could a significant setback possibly be on the horizon? Finally, a mystery caller will get Jason on the phone and may provide some vital information. Could this be related to the attempts on Sunny's life? Jason is trying to figure out who blew up the penthouse and sent someone to wipe Sunny off the map in Los Angeles, so perhaps this mysterious caller will offer some answers. General Hospital spoilers suggest the week of May 19th to 23rd will be filled with excitement, so stay tuned. Welcome to the General Hospital Daily YAPP for a quick, and I mean halfway done, review of the most fantastic or what the heck did we just watch moments from today's episode. Let's get into it. While Drew is correct in claiming that he was drugged the night he did body shots off a hooker at the Savoy, he is incorrect in other areas. Drew's every breath demonstrates how disgusting he is. He is harsh, vengeful, manipulative, and continuously doing bad things. He is also rather intimidating, with his wild eyes and continually flailing arms. Willow accepts his emotional manipulation as a gift, making her the weakest woman we've ever seen on soaps. Today he took his cruelty to new heights by portraying his own nephew as a deadbeat dad after the man nearly burned to death, as Drew had sex with Michael's wife in a DC hotel room. The fact that Willow is even considering being so harsh to a man in a burn unit demonstrates how far this once nice and caring character has strayed. Drew and Willow deserve each other, as well as the status of town pariahs. Fans' nickname for this combo, the gruesome twosome, surely suits. It's rare for this writer to support Carly's decision to take people's children away, but it couldn't have happened to a worse cast of characters. Drew is unquestionably the most you, but Willow is following closely behind him. The week of May 19th promises to be one of the most dramatic in General Hospital history, with Port Charles gearing up for the highly anticipated 2025 Nurses' Ball. This elegant charity event, noted for its jaw-dropping performances, surprising disclosures, and unexpected twists, will return to center stage, but not without some disturbance. Michael Corinthos, a crucial member in the Quartermain and Corinthos dynasties, is preparing to make a stunning appearance that will send shockwaves throughout the evening. His surprise entrance to the Nurses' Ball will leave guests stunned, relationships challenged, and long-buried secrets threatening to surface. The Nurses' Ball has long been a highlight of Port Charles, bringing together doctors, nurses, mobsters, and socialites for a night of fundraising, entertainment, and high-stakes intrigue. This year's festival is no exception, with extravagant musical performances scheduled, poignant tributes to medical heroes, and the customary animosity between rival factions. However, Michael's unexpected entrance threatens to ruin the perfectly planned evening in ways no one could have foreseen. Michael has been dealing with his own personal and professional issues, especially when tensions within his family reach a boiling point. His connection with his father, Sonny Corinthos, is difficult, particularly as Sonny continues to navigate the perilous seas of his business and personal life. Meanwhile, Michael's relationships with the Quartermains have been tested, with ancient grudges and recent betrayals affecting his standing in both families. His decision to attend the Nurses' Ball indicates that he is no longer ready to remain silent about the injustices and secrets that have haunted him, and his attendance will undoubtedly set off pyrotechnics. One of the most dramatic clashes anticipated at the event is between Michael and his uncle, Ned Quartermain. The two have clashed over ELQ's future, with Ned undertaking power maneuvers that have left Michael feeling marginalized and betrayed. If Michael chooses the Nurses' Ball as his opportunity to strike back, it could result in a very public battle that shakes the Quartermain dynasty. Willow, Michael's wife, may also find herself caught in the crossfire, especially if his actions endanger their family or reveal secrets she isn't ready to confront. However, Michael is not the only unexpected guest at the Nurses' Ball. Other Port Charles residents are preparing for their own dramatic moments. Carly, always a force to be reckoned with, may have her own plans for the evening, especially as she navigates her complicated relationships with Drew, Jason, and Sonny. Her attendance at the occasion could exacerbate emotions, especially if she and Michael wind up agreeing, or worse, disagreeing. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves, who is still dealing with her own sequence of betrayals and heartbreaks, will keep a watchful eye on the festivities. Her feud with Carly is far from ended, and the nurses' ball provides an ideal setting for another heated confrontation. With so much bad blood between them, it's only a matter of time before their feud hits center stage once more. On the romantic front, some couples will have key moments during the event. Chase and Brook Lynn's love has been a highlight for viewers, but the demands of celebrity, family expectations, and past sins may jeopardize their happiness. Will the nurses' ball bring them closer together, or push them apart? Similarly, Dante and Sam's restored romance will be strained as external influences, like as Jason's reappearance, continue to hover over them. Of course, no nurses' ball is complete without a few unexpected performances and guests. Classic characters may make cameo appearances, and fan-favorite duos may perform memorable musical numbers. But beneath the sparkle and splendor, danger lurks. With so many opponents in one place, alliances will change, betrayals will occur, and someone may even find themselves in danger before the night is out. As the week progresses, viewers can expect a rush of emotions, including loss, fury, passion, and redemption, all set against the stunning background of the nurses' ball. Michael's choice to crash the event will set off a chain reaction that will affect everyone involved. By the time the final curtain falls, Port Charles will be irrevocably altered. Ava Jerome's advice. According to General Hospital spoilers, Ava Jerome will try to give Portia Robinson some advice. Portia failed to provide adequate cover for Curtis Ashford, and he is now suspicious. Ava knows what is going on with Drew Kane. Therefore, she will encourage the good doctor to take another strategy. Friday, May 16, 2025. Nina Reeves will make a large request of Carly Spencer. Nina will also inform Curtis that this is going to end in tragedy. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos seeks Willow take Corinthos. Sonny will prefer a peaceful ending. Thus he may be Willow's best option. Speaking of Sonny, he informs Carly Spencer that doing everything herself is a huge mistake. In addition, Tracy Quartermain will attempt to reassure Brook Lynn. Of course, BLQ has no idea that Tracy has just asked Jason Morgan to find her great-grandson. April 14, 2011, is a watershed moment for daytime drama lovers, and not in a positive way. That day marked the conclusion of two renowned soap operas, All My Children and One Life to Live. The decision made during a now infamous virtual conference surprised both cast and crew, bringing an end to 84 years of narrative and rocking the soap world to its core. Years later, the bitterness of that choice remains, and it was recently brought back to the forefront by none other than General Hospital star Maurice Benard. On his mental health podcast, State of Mind, Benard sat down with longtime friend and co-star Cameron Matheson to reflect on the past and talk openly about what went wrong. They knew they messed up. A painful truth. "I want to say something," Benard said, his voice firm yet determined. "They made a mistake. They are aware of what they did. They made a big mistake by canceling All My Children and One Life to Live." It wasn't just nostalgia speaking. Benard, who played Nico Kelly on AMC from 1987 to 1989, was intimately familiar with the soap audience's fervor. They underestimated the strength of a soap opera audience. That's why it's difficult to cancel a soap right now. I believe they learned from that. That is my opinion. Matheson, who played Ryan Lavery on AMC, did not need convincing. When he received the call from then executive producer Julie Hanan Carruthers, he expressed the weight of the moment, recognizing the end had arrived. "It's a big chunk of the audience," Matheson remarked. "Let's examine how General Hospital is going. Fans bring loyalty, both on network and streaming platforms. What Frank Valentini is doing over there to ensure that we get new eyes on it. I'm sure you're right. I bet there are folks who deeply regret their decision." Benard did not miss a beat. "I felt that years ago, that they know they messed up. Short-lived replacements, long-lasting regret." It's difficult to argue with him. The two shows represented more than just ratings. They were part of the American cultural fabric, created by the visionary Agnes Nixon, and nurtured by decades of devoted viewers. ABC's attempts to fill the hole, first with The Revolution and then with The Chew, were largely unsuccessful. One died within 6 months, while the other lived for 7 years. However, neither had the endurance or emotional weight of their predecessors. The evening had been too peaceful. Jason reclined on his couch, absent-mindedly browsing through TV stations, the screen's illumination casting flickering shadows across his sleepy face. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Jason Morgan may not have much romance in his life right now, but the actor who plays him appears to be lucky in love once more. That's because Steve Burton said, "I do" to his fiancée Michelle Lundstrom in a small church ceremony on Saturday, May 17th, followed by a celebration at the Montage Laguna Beach oceanfront. In fact, one of the more interesting aspects of the wedding was that the couple's 5 children attended the event, as did GH co-star Jonathan Jackson and his wife, Lisa Voltaggio Jackson. It was also stated that some of Burton's General Hospital co-stars were at the reception to celebrate with the pair. Steve and Michelle's first dance was "I Choose You" by Forrest Black, and the couple has decided to spend their honeymoon in Hawaii. Burton and Lundstrom, a chef and recipe content developer, met on social media and started out as friends before falling in love. Burton revealed his new romance on his daily drama podcast in May 2024, which he co-hosts with friend and GH colleague Bradford Anderson. Not long after, Burton and Lundstrom made their first public appearance together, on the red carpet at the 2024 Daytime Emmys. During their courtship, the pair shared bits of their romance on social media. Burton and Lundstrom have grown closer over time, sharing romantic getaways to New York City, family trips to Disneyland, and a beach holiday with Jonathan Jackson and his family. The two got engaged in the new year, and Burton celebrated this significant milestone with a poignant Instagram post that included a photo of him on bended knee and a beautiful Bible passage in the text. Burton commented, "I'm engaged on January 3, 25. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Fans are overjoyed for Burton, who has dealt with his fair share of romantic drama over the years, much like a soap opera storyline. In December 2023, he divorced his wife of 23 years, Sherry Gustin, when she revealed the pregnancy of her 4th child, which he later proved was not his. According to General Hospital spoilers, Burton appears to be extremely happy with Lundstrom, and on behalf of everyone here, we wish the couple love, laughter, health, and a lifetime of wonderful memories. Raise a glass to Steve Burton and his gorgeous wife Michelle Lundstrom. According to People, the happy couple married on May 16th in an intimate Orthodox church ceremony. This day isn't just about a ceremony. The General Hospital's top executive was quoted as saying, "It's the beginning of forever with the love of my life." Lundstrom's daughters from a prior relationship, as well as Burton's children from his previous marriage to Sherry Gustin, McKenna 21, Jack 19, and Brooklyn 10, attended the poignant wedding. It was only 3 years ago that Jason's actor announced his separation from Gustin, saying, "I wanted to clarify something up. Sherry and I have separated." She recently confirmed that she is expecting her 4th kid. "The child is not mine." Then. In 2024, the soap opera star, who has previously been on Days of Our Lives and The Young and the Restless, made social media official with his new beau, a contestant on Season 2 of Netflix's Barbecue Showdown. "She's an amazing woman, amazing," he stated on the podcast he co-hosts with General Hospital colleague Bradford Anderson. Burton previously dated Tara Reid, who may now thank the Sharknado franchise for the majority of her fins. Air fans, 2 weeks after we met, I just never left her house, he told Soap Opera Digest back then. "She's everything I want." The 2025 Nurses Ball, where anything may and most likely will happen, premieres this week on General Hospital. In contrast to Vegas, what happens at the Nurses Ball does not stay at the ball. Drew and Nina are the red carpet hosts for the event, which means they'll probably make more snarky remarks about each other than about what everyone else is wearing. Even before the ball begins, Nina and Carly have a heated argument over Carly's plan to seek custody of Willow and Michael's children. At the ball, Gio enters the stage with his violin, saying that he wants to try something new. So why does Lois seem terrified? Sidwell, Jordan, Ned, Willow, Drew, and Sunny's surprised expressions are captured as the announcer teases, "You'll never believe who crashes the ball." Hopefully, that isn't a signal that Lucy will appear on stage in her underwear again. Of course, we immediately think of Michael Corinthos as the ball crasher, but it's more likely that Lulu will provide proof that Gio is Brook, Lynn, and Dante's baby. However, The nurses' ball has a history of violence, so Sunny's would-be assassin may make another attempt on his life and emerge from the shadows. Anything may happen at the nurses' ball. At Metro Court, Jason listened as Aunt Tracy told him about Brook Lynn having a baby in high school and giving him up for adoption. "I need you to find him," Tracy whispered. "And Brook Lynn wants you to find her son?" Jason inquired. "If she does, I should be having this conversation with her." Jason realized immediately that Brook Lynn was unaware of Tracy's plans. He recommended her to leave the situation alone. Tracy declined and blamed Gloria and Lois for the disaster. "If they cared about that boy, they would have made sure he was raised a Quartermain," Tracy lamented. "That's as much a curse as a blessing," Jason observed. "This isn't my business. I'm not getting involved," he stated. Tracy refused to give up and made Jason an offer. "In exchange for your services, I am willing to do something that could help your friend Sunny. If you find Brook Lynn's child, I will withdraw my support for the anti-Sunny campaign and instead urge for him to maintain his waterfront property." Jason was astounded that Tracy would do this. "For my great-grandson, this means a lot to me. Jason, he is a Quartermain," Tracy added. "He deserves to know that." Jason gently informed Tracy that he could not assist her out of respect for Brook Lynn. "You know you have sealed Sunny's fate. I was going to back off, but now I'm going to kick that man out of Port Charles for good," Tracy warned. In Lulu's living room, Carly tried to divert Lulu's attention away from Brook Lynn's kid. "I know you believe you are doing the right thing by wanting to reconnect Dante with his son, but if you do this, you're making a terrible mistake," Carly warned. "I am having a very hard time keeping this secret from Dante," Lulu complained, as Carly admonished her for even considering finding out who Dante's son was. "I think I already know, and I believe he's right here in Port Charles," Lulu blurted out. Carly's ears perked up. "Who do you think Dante's son is?" Carly asked. "It's Gio," Lulu responded. Lulu explained how she reached this opinion. First, Gio shared the same age as Brook Lynn and Dante's son. Furthermore, Gloria and Carmine took Gio in after his mother died. Carly believed that was a huge leap to take. "Not if you saw what I saw last night," Lulu responded. Lulu informed Carly how Lois defended Gio at the hospital, as well as Dante's assertions that Lois and Gloria were always overprotective of him. Lulu even considered the possibility that Brook Lynn knew Gio was her son. "My theory makes sense. Gio is probably Brook Lynn and Dante's kid. If he is, I have to tell Dante," Lulu said. Carly advised Lulu to consider Joe's sentiments and how he would respond to the news. However, Gio lost both of his parents. "If I'm correct, I'd give him a family," Lulu stated. "Would it be better for Gio to learn the truth instead of living a lie?" Lulu asked. Carly accused Lulu of playing God. Lulu recognized Lois had gone to Sunny for aid with Joe's education since she knew he was Joe's grandfather. However, Lulu was unsure whether Sunny was aware of this. Carly told Lulu she needed confirmation that Gio was Dante's son. Laura hastily informed Sunny that he could not sell his peers to Sidwell. Sunny believed that selling may solve their difficulties. Laura could not disagree more. "He is a dreadful man. He kept my son prisoner. He almost killed him," Laura explained. Sunny wanted Laura to see the full picture. "I do not trust Sidwell either. But sometimes it's worth cutting a bargain with the devil," Sunny explained. He sat Laura down and explained that if he sold his peers, Laura would be free of him, and the referendum would no longer be an issue. Laura did not care about Sunny's reasoning. "I do not want Sidwell to establish a power base here in Port Charles," Laura remarked. "Frankly, I'm surprised you'd let him do that, even if it's for a large sum of money." Laura understood what would happen after Sunny informed her it wasn't about the money. "That only means one thing. You're planning your exit strategy," she remarked. Sunny admitted that Laura was correct. He wanted to take a break from the business and devote more time to his family. "Do guys in your line of work get to retire?" Laura asked. Sunny recognized it would be difficult, but he had no intention of abandoning Port Charles. "I think it's time for me to have a fresh start," Sunny told me. Laura was concerned about what would happen if Sidwell took over Port Charles crime. Sunny promised Laura a smooth transfer of power. Laura was unsure about that. I think he's going to usher in a whole new level of crime and violence in this city, she told me. Sunny wondered who was responsible for keeping Sidwell in check. Laura understood it would be her, and she was being unreasonable in expecting Sunny to prioritize the city over his family. Okay, Sunny, if you think it's time to walk away, I fully support you in that, Laura told him. As Sunny walked Laura out, Jason returned. When they were alone, Sunny told Jason that Laura's words on the importance of taking care of his family helped him see things clearly. And that's what I'm going to do, he told me. Emma was surprised to find Jocelyn in Professor Dalton's office. Jocelyn then informed her that Dalton had hired her as his summer research assistant, which startled her even more. I can't believe this. You stole my job, Emma charged. Jocelyn argued that she had won the position fairly and squarely, but Emma was not convinced. She couldn't believe Jocelyn hadn't told her she had also applied for the job, especially after I opened up to you about how important it was to me. She accused Jocelyn of stabbing her in the back. Emma was certain Jax had paid Dalton off to give Joss the position. If I find out that Professor Dalton is experimenting on animals or doing anything unethical, I will let the authorities know, Joss has promised. Emma was undeterred. I was always right about you. You're nothing but a spoiled, selfish, untrustworthy bitch, Emma raged. After Emma left, Jocelyn shut the office door and began poking around. Before she could get far, the doorknob began to jiggle. Joss returned everything to its original position and unlocked the door. When Vaughn walked in, they kept snooping together. They found nothing significant and concluded that the good stuff would be in his lab. Lucy, Maxie, Felicia, and Anna prepared their number in the rehearsal room until Sidwell arrived to ensure everything was in order, as he was funding the nurses' ball this year. Anna became frightened when Emma stormed in asking for Gio, who had already departed. Anna took Emma aside, and Emma told her grandmother the whole story about Jocelyn receiving the research assistant position over her. Emma quickly knew Jocelyn had sabotaged her. Anna admonished Emma against making such charges without proof. During a rehearsal break, Lucy praised Sidwell for sponsoring the entire ball, but Sidwell said he had another motivation. He became more popular in Port Charles after flinging money during the yearly ball. Portia called Drew and told him that she had spoken with Curtis, but she insisted that she could not be available at all times. Portia hung up right before Trina stepped in. She was at the hospital to see Kai, so she also visited her mother. Trina complained about the documentary filmmaker, who was following Kai around. Trina wanted to say something awful about Drew to the camera, but she knew she shouldn't. Portia reminded Trina that it was neither her nor Curtis' responsibility to reveal Drew's true character. Trina was curious at why her mother appeared to be defending Drew. Portia explained her position on Curtis' piece, and Trina understood her argument. Jordan intervened at the brown dog to prevent Curtis from telling her about his marital issues. Curtis said that she was the only person he could turn to, so Jordan consented to listen. Portia has become a Drew supporter overnight. Curtis responded, I can't figure out why. Curtis described what happened when he told Portia about the most recent article he was writing on Drew. Portia was frightened that Curtis would appear biased. Jordan did not believe Portia's viewpoint was ridiculous. Curtis confessed to having overheard some strange talks between Portia and Drew. Curtis was convinced Drew had something on Portia and forced her to defend him. Curtis, you made a good deduction. General Hospital rumors indicate that Jason Morgan will receive a mysterious phone call that will change everything. So let's discuss how this could lead to a dramatic bombshell. It appears that Jason is about to receive some surprising news that could change everything. The nurses' ball drama will continue throughout the week of May 19th to 23rd, but the party will come to an end on May 23rd. That's also when Jason will receive this phone call, so the program will keep the thrill going even after the event has concluded. Just when it appears that the mayhem has ended, GH writers will supposedly throw a new curveball and spin one tale in a different direction. Who will call Jason and what information will they provide? We're dealing with a mystery caller. Therefore it's likely that they don't want their identity known. This caller may alter their voice, or they may not have to if Jason is unfamiliar with the individual and would not recognize them. Could this phone call be related to Sonny Corinthos' penthouse explosion? What if someone knows who ordered the hit and the one at the Los Angeles hospital? It's possible that Jason will receive a clue that will lead him to the truth. Even if this individual does not identify who is responsible over the phone, they may give Jason some directions and a trail to follow. Sonny wants to get out of the mob, but first he needs to figure out who is attacking him. Since Sonny is exploring a deal with Jen Sidwell, he wants to be certain that Sidwell isn't behind the assassination attempts.